Hi, my name is Samson Itoje, CEO, Erimama Investment Company Limited, the reliable Lagos property investment company. Today I'll be talking to you about how to buy property using other people's money. Now this topic will be covered in three parts. This video you are watching now is part one, and then there's part two, there'll be part three. So please do me a favor, click the subscribe button below this video and then click bell and select all so that you'll be notified immediately I drop part two and part three, and then other subsequent videos that will help you become a seasoned investor uh, and a high net worth individual because of investing in the right Lagos property. Okay, so let's proceed. Today we'll be talking about one source of capital with respect to other people's money, and that is your network. Okay, your network, and this network of people you know that we'll be talking about are your relatives, your colleagues in the office, your people who are in the same club with you or belong to the same religious organization. Now, but first you will wonder, why would you want to buy a property using other people's money? Now, the first reason is this. You want to buy a property, you like the property, but you don't have enough money. And secondly, you can decide to save and save until you meet up the amount you need to buy the property. Unfortunately, the price of the property will not remain the same. So if you spend an entire year saving the money to buy the property, by the time you are ready to buy the property, the price has gone up. So one of the reasons why you want to take advantage of buying the property using other people's money is because you want to buy the property that you like at the current price right now, today, next week, not in 6 months' time, not in 1 year's time. So who do you go to? The first set of people you go to are people in your network. And as I mentioned earlier, these people include your colleagues in the office, your relatives, people you belong to, you are in the same club together or in the same religious organization together. Okay, I'll give you an example to drive the point home. Some time ago, I had a client who wanted to buy a property. Unfortunately, she had 2.5 million naira, and the property was 5.5 million naira. So she needed 3 million more. And she understood that if she didn't buy the property at that time, by the time she had enough money to buy it, the property may not be in the market again, or the price would have gone up. Okay, so she went back to the office, met her boss, and appealed to her boss that she needed his help. Now, in this client, the company where she worked, they had a cooperative society within the company. Okay, she had already taken a loan from the cooperative society, and so she was not qualified to take another loan. So now she needed the help of her boss. So she went to her boss, explained to him that, look, I'm trying to buy this property. I need 3 million naira more. Can you please take a loan from the cooperative and give to me to add to the money I have to buy this property? Okay, and then by the end of the year, I will get a double salary. I'll send you this second one, and then when I get my housing allowance, I will add it up and pay you the balance. The boss said, okay, no problem. He just took the application form, applied for the loan, and then gave the loan to her, and she bought the property, and she was very, very happy. Now, what do you notice here? She wanted to buy a property. She met somebody she knew could raise money for her, and the boss took the loan and gave to her. Now, in this story, this is a real life story. It's not a made up story, real life story. Okay, this client bought this property, and then she's happy. She's still living in the property now. Okay, now the question is, why would somebody take loan and give the money to another person? It is because she was a reliable employer, and he knew that she was going to pay back at the exact timeline that she promised. They were working in the same company, in the same department. He was her boss, so he knew how much she would earn by the end of the year, and her housing allowance was. So she said she was going to pay with the end of year salary, the double salary she would get at the end of the year, and then the housing allowance. And then he took the loan on that, and gave it to her, and then she paid up just as she has promised. Okay, one of the lessons you pick from this story is that, one, for you to buy a property using other people's money, approaching people and getting money from them, you need to have built a reputation as a reliable and trustworthy person. Nobody will give you money when they know you are not reliable. For example, you may work in a company where you do not have a cooperative society, and so you do not have there's nobody you can go to and say, okay, take a loan and give to me. However, if you want to buy a property and your money is not enough, you can implement this strategy by doing the following. One, drop a list of 20 people within your network who you know can afford to help you. Imagine, for instance, that you want to buy a property worth 3 million naira. You have 1 million, you need 2 million more. Okay, draw up a list of 20 people that you know that can afford to give you something substantial when you talk to them. Okay, people who are working, they are earning good salary, and you can talk to them. Okay, or they are business people and you know they can help you. Now call each one of them, exchange pleasantries, and then just say, please, I have a problem, I'm trying to solve a problem. Okay, please, I don't know if you can help me with 500,000 naira. Okay, I need to solve this problem. I need to deal with this challenge. Okay, now by the time you talk to 20 people, if each of them, you may find somebody will give you 300,000, somebody will give you 100, somebody will give you 500, and so on. By the time you talk to 20 people, I assure you, you are likely to be able to raise 2 million naira or more, and then you buy the property. Now, when you want to implement this strategy, ask people for more money than you need. For example, you know that you need 2 million extra, and then you know if 4 people give you 500,000 each, you have 2 million. But now you want to talk to 20 people, so you say 500,000 naira, but you know that most may not be able to give you that. You may be surprised somebody will just give 500, but some of them may give you 100, some will give you 200, some will give you 300, and before you know it, you have raised to the 2 million naira. Now, I will sound a note of warning here, and the warning is this: do not borrow more than the amount of money you can pay back in 1 year. Okay, for example, I had a friend. Now, at the end of each year, he usually gets double salary, and in February, the company that he worked for usually pays their housing allowance in February. Okay, and his housing allowance was 2.2 million naira at the time. At a particular time, his housing allowance was 2.2 million naira, and the house he was staying was 350,000 naira. Okay, so even after paying his house rent for the year, he still had over 1.8 million naira left. Okay, as cash left after paying his house rent. So with that kind of money, he can go ahead and borrow as much as 2 million naira, because he knows that with the extra salary he's going to earn in December and the housing allowance in February, he can pay off 2 million naira. So borrow the amount of money you know will be able to pay off with your earnings in 1 year or a year and a half. And so when you're talking to people who are giving you money, you say, okay, please, can you loan me 500,000? I'll pay you back in 6 months. Can you loan me 1 million naira? I'll pay you back in 12 months. And so you raise the money and buy the property now. And the good thing is this: once you have bought the property is yours. And then now you have to pay back. Now, one of the key reasons why using other people's money is important is because I mentioned one of them before, that one, you go to buy the property at the current price, and two, you'll be forced to pay back the money. If you are somebody who is trustworthy and you don't like people embarrassing you, once you have borrowed money, you will be forced to pay back. But if you think of buying the property and you want to save the money yourself, because you are not owing anybody, you may save this month, next month you won't save, and the month after that you won't, and then you now save after the 4th month, and you find that in the whole year you save very little money. Okay. However, if you borrow 2 million or 3 million or 5 million or 10 million to buy a property, now you are forced to pay back. If you were to save the money yourself, you won't be able to save that amount of money in a year. But since you have taken a loan from your friends, your network of friends, and now you must pay back, then you'll be forced to pay the money back. And remember, you bought the property is appreciating in price. So buying property using other people's money is one of the strategic way to invest massively in real estate. And so you take the loan from people, you buy the property you want to buy. After 6 months or a year, you pay all of them off, you relax for 2 or 3 months, and then you borrow again and buy another property, and then after some time you borrow again and buy. Before you know what's happening, you have a lot of properties that belong to you and that are increasing in value, and you'll be surprised in 10 years time, you'll be surprised what your net worth will be. Okay, so take the advantage of this opportunity and then raise money through your network of friends and family and buy a property today. My number is on the screen. Call me. We have several estates where we have land for sale, apartments for sale, duplexes for sale. Call me. Tell me what your budget is. Let me tell you what meets your budget so that you can buy a property right now. Not next month, not in 6 months time, not in what. Buy it now so that you can lock in the current price and be a proud investor in Lagos, Nigeria. Now, watch out for the part 2 of this video, where I will share with you another strategy to get money from other people to invest in Lagos property. Have a wonderful day.